It's a sold-out crowd tonight in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Michael Cole and Taz here, and what a show we've got for you tonight.
Oh, man, I'll tell you, it's always great to be back in Philly, no doubt about that, Cole. You know, I got a little bit of history in this town, you know what I'm saying?
The city of brotherly love might have been the hometown of ECW, but I think the Smackdown superstars are going to redefine extreme here tonight.
You can feel the electricity in the air when Shane O'Mac is in that ring.
And with good reason. I can't think of another billionaire son who puts his body on the line the way Shane does. Look at these fans. They didn't like that one bit.
Yeah, well, you know what? I got some bad news for these fans. He don't give a damn what you think.
And there's the reversal.
Man, I'll tell you what, man, this one just turned into a fight. Pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it kind of took me by surprise, Cole. That don't happen too often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches in your career. We both called hundreds more. We usually have a pretty good idea of what to expect, but not this time.
I guess it just goes to show you, Cole, like they say, anything can happen here in the WWE. Whoa! I think these fans have got a little something they want to show us.
They're right, Taz. They paid for their ticket. What a counter that was. So, Taz, is it strange to sit here and watch yourself in the ring like this?
Nah, I've watched plenty of my tapes over the years. And you don't get better if you don't try to figure out what you've got to work on.
And what have you come up with so far?
Honestly, nothing. I gotta say, I look great. I gotta tell you, Cole, I thought I had this thing figured out. But now I got no idea how this is gonna end up.
Now you want to ask, and I think it's that unpredictability that makes it so exciting.
No doubt, Cole. I've seen superstars get a huge advantage over their opponents and still lose the match because they got sloppy.
Anything can happen in WWE. An entire match can turn on one or two big moves.
And that's why you can't take your eyes off the action for 1 second. You never know when something huge is gonna go down.
The crowd is something on their minds, Taz.
Yeah, and thousands of paying customers can't be wrong. You see that look of intensity on Taz's face? That's all of... You just don't see action like this every day, Cole.
You sure don't, Taz. Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing an incredible display of athletic ability here tonight.
What do you expect, Cole? These are WWE superstars for crying out loud. They're the greatest athletes in the world.
True enough, Taz. There's no off-season for them. There's no month or two off between matches.
There sure ain't, Cole. I mean, these guys are here week in and week out, and every night they leave it in the ring.
And they do it all for the WWE fans, Taz. Without them, none of us would even be here.
You know, as much as I enjoy active competition, I gotta say, I'm pretty happy just calling matches these days. Unfortunately, I gotta sit next to a fool like you, who I hate, despise, and just flat out dislike.
Gee, thanks a lot, Taz. But don't hang up your boots just yet. I've always said that as an announcer, you make a great wrestler.
Man, I almost feel bad for JR and King, Cole. When's the last time you think they saw a match this good?
I couldn't tell you, Taz. I don't know if they've ever had anything this good on Raw.
Me neither, because I guess that just makes sense. I mean, after all, Smackdown is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
And that's one of the few things we completely agree on, partner. It doesn't get any bigger or better than Smackdown. Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, Cole. And injured superstars like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
You got that right, Cole. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponent take an easy hit.
I wouldn't consider any of these superstars to be easy pickings, no matter how beaten up they get. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
No surprise there, Cole. The WWE fans ain't exactly known for keeping their opinions to themselves. Can you believe this match so far, Cole?
I really can't, Taz. This isn't anything like what I... Come on, ref. That should have been a disqualification right there.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda, Cole, but it's not. It's not a disqualification. I'll tell you, all the WWE superstars are legit fuckouts, but these superstars are really raising the bar here tonight.
They sure are, Taz. We're seeing some great intensity here tonight.
And that's the name of the game, Cole, intensity. You gotta stand your opponent until one of you can't go anymore.
I think these superstars are well aware of that, Taz. I think that's exactly what they've got in mind. He may get the 3 count right here.
Oh, man, these fans. Oh, man, I can't believe that wasn't 3. That was a textbook reversal. These WWE fans just can't get enough of these superstars.
And I'm glad to see it. The WWE match isn't just about competition, it's also about entertaining the fans.
Okay, well, if that's the case, how come they got you as an announcer? I mean, that ain't exactly great entertainment, right?
You might be right, Taz. I think it would be extremely entertaining to listen to you try to call a match all by yourself.
Man, I'm telling you, from my in-ring experience, trust me, you could cut this tension with a knife.
I don't think now.
There's not a superstar in the locker room who can afford to ignore these fans, Cole.
What about that? Without the fans, we'd all be out of a job.
When you see this level of competition, Cole, there is no doubt that SmackDown's just head and shoulders better than Raw.
I couldn't agree more, Taz. Raw has some incredible superstars, no question about it. But they just can't compete with SmackDown's finest.
Come on, Cole. I know you're just trying to be diplomatic, but you can't seriously sit there and say that there's anyone on the Raw roster you'd want to have here on SmackDown.
A big Southern California welcome down, fans. On my
Big shout out to all our great fans in the 619 area code. I love San Diego, baby.
No kidding, partner. San Diego couldn't be more excited for SmackDown action.
These suit up for their game, but only one of them is going to have their hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match. So
what do you want, Cole? You want to say that everyone wins so nobody gets their feelings hurt?
I never said that. I'm just saying that
this has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, Cole. But if you're going to be snippy, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Well, if I knew it was that easy, I would have said that years ago. Ladies and and gentlemen, we are seeing an incredible display of athletic ability here tonight.
What do you expect, Cole? These are WWE superstars, for crying out loud. They're the greatest athletes in the world.
True and damn.
He just broke his opponent in half with the table.
He might break the table in half on his opponent.
You know, Cole, I'd ask you who you were pulling for in this match, but I think it's pretty obvious since the beginning who you're rooting for.
I never claimed to be completely objective, Taz. It's no secret I respect superstars who stick within the rules and show some sportsmanship in the ring.
You gotta understand, Cole, I know it ain't exactly kosher, but you're putting your body on the line in that. You gotta do whatever it takes to protect yourself and pick up the win.
Taz, you're talking about two different things. Going outside the rules in the name of self-defense is one thing. Steal a victory and enhance. It sounds like this capacity crowd has something on their minds, Taz.
Yeah, and thousands of paying customers can't be wrong.
He's just brutalizing his opponent with that table.
Well, I guess it's better than being put to a table, but not by much. Man, I'll tell you what, man, this one, I saw some pretty nasty stuff under the ring earlier, Cole. I'll tell you, all the WWE superstars are legit tough guys, but these superstars are really raising the bar here tonight.
They sure are, Taz. We're seeing some great intensity here tonight.
And that's the name of the game, Cole, intensity. You gotta stay on your opponent until one of you can't go anymore.
I think these superstars are well aware of that, Taz. I think that's exactly what they've got in mind.
Running his mouth, Cole. If it was me, I'd put a little bit more.
But I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of combustible elements into a match, you're guaranteed to get a hell of a show.
And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight.
Looks like they're slowing the pace down a little bit here. Oh, man, these fans